What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going on a little tour. Right now, we're currently heading to Kentucky because we just picked up some new hunting land there. And I'm going to take you guys along on this tour. We have to go meet the landowner. There's a cabin on the property that I've seen, but I've just never been in. So I'm going to take you guys through this whole process. We're going to set up some ground blinds, set some mock scrapes up, take a tour of the cabin, spend the night, spend the weekend, have a little fun, and I hope you guys follow along on this, on another journey. Here we go, guys. We got a gate. This is spooky, man. Let's see. Hopefully one of these work here. Oh, look at that. Boom. We got access. Come on. Okay. Looks like there's some rocks here. Alright, guys. I don't know. I don't know which one to go into. We got two doors. You got one here and one over there. What's this here? Oh, I must give power. Confused. Found it, guys. I didn't even realize the freaking the main was turned off. Hey, we got a light. What does that do though? That's a barn light, and that's that light. Okay, now let's go back upstairs. Let's see what we got. Voila! We got a light. This is the cabin. We got some beds. We got TV. Look at this. Cleaned up a little bit, but it's got a heater, refrigerator. We got stove. I don't know what that is. We got a stove. Good morning, guys. Welcome back. It's about 6:45, and I just got done making some breakfast. I had a little smoothie, some hard-boiled eggs that I brought with me. But right now we're waiting for it to get light out. It's still pitch black out, 6:45. So, but slept pretty good. It's, as you can see, I still got the fan going. It's still hot up here, so I can see that we won't need much of the heater until it gets like really, really cold outside. But right now, we're waiting for it to get light out. We're gonna unload the four-wheeler, just kind of start exploring, seeing where we can set up two blinds, because we will be back next weekend for the opening weekend of muzzleloader. So it'll be kind of like a little late season hunt, you know, before the year ends here. Just kind of see what's going on. We're gonna set out a bunch of spy point cameras, check those next week. We're gonna make a bunch of mock scrapes with Tingley's bucklore, just kind of set a couple cameras up over top of that. Just kind of see what kind of deer's in the area. Here we go, guys. It's finally daylight. Threw some rain gear on, just a jacket. It's just misting out, but here's the property. There's the cabin. We have past the cabin like 2 fields, probably like 200 yards or so. And then we have this huge field, and it's 3 more fields up. So it's 150 acres total. And back this side, this is all ours. It goes, as you can see, up the mountain there. But we have all this here, you know, all this we're going to convert to a food plot. You know, probably soybeans and, you know, stuff like that. But we're just scouting right now, just kind of walking, see the terrain, see how it is, see if there's any place we can set up a couple ground blinds and a couple mock scrapes and some cameras and go from there. So get this creek that runs through, a little passing here, and you got the creek over here, so it's like a little bridge right here, and then you got another field here which you can come down into. So it's probably, I'd say this field's ½ acre, something like that, and it leads over into the other field this way, which is about, I'd say, 1.5 acres maybe. acre. What do we got here? It's an old scent wick. Maybe an old scrape or something that used to be here. We'll keep looking. Got an old tree stand there. And a nice little open area there, probably about 1/8 of an acre. You could do a little kill plot or something. And the stream wraps around this way. So hopefully that's just old there. I'm not sure. And they got old, yeah, it's old there. I guess they were putting husk corn or something inside of there. But that's where we're at. The stand's there overlooking this field, and you got a trail. It's pretty beat down, fresh tracks crossing the creek over into the other field where the cabin is. So whoever set that up there had a good idea. Now we're coming up into this little cutout here, and remember, still have the stand over there, right there. This little cutout area behind it. Probably 1/8. I'd say 1/8 of an acre. You could do a little plot here. We'll see. Guys, I'm soaking wet. It's been about an hour or so, and I've just been walking around. Right now we're at the highest elevation of the property. So you can see all the fog starting to rise up on the heat of the day. It's getting warm out. So we're at the very peak of the property. It's looking good so far. There's a few benches and stuff where you can see where like down in here, it kind of flattens out bench where they've been, you know, crossing and stuff. So I'm possibly thinking set something up here because they've been skirting the peak of this mountain here around the sides. So I'm thinking about that. Not to mention the whole property has no cell phone signal except right here. So I'm gonna head back and get the spy point camera and see if it actually gets service, being that we're at the highest elevation of the property. So we'll keep looking, but looking good so far. Well, we got the Spy Point Link Dark cellular camera. I just attached the Spy High mounting system to it. We're gonna put it on this tree here, kind of overlooking this bench. But right now, we're gonna open this up and see if we got service. I hope we do. But, I mean, we're at the highest part of the mountain, so we're gonna see what happens. But I just turned it on. It's gonna start searching, and we'll see what happens. Searching signal. Let's see. Come on, baby. Oh, look at that. We got 2 bars, 4G. Plus it's going to be mounted up higher in the tree, so we should be good. There we have it. We just used the Spy High pole, and we put that bad boy right there. You can see it. No ladder needed. Lens keeps fogging up, guys. We just made a mock scrape. You can see right there, just kicked away. We're going to dump some Tingley's buck urine right in the scrape. Spray a little on the licking branch there. And then we got the camera set up straight over that way, so we'll be able to see anything that gets in the scrape. And we're gonna set the ground blind right at the peak there. This is a little bench that kind of wraps around there. So should be a good spot. There's still, I dug up some leaves. There's a bunch of acorns still under the leaves. So we're gonna get this blind set up, and then that'll be 2 blinds set up for the property so far. Probably only walked about, I'd say 50 to 75. It's just really steep back here. I got up in there. I got 1 ground blind up on top. We're going to use this tree stand here depending on wind directions, but we should be good with that. There's actually a road system that goes through the property that just needs to be cleared up a little bit. It actually goes up into there, which I used. I kind of made my own trail, but what we're going to do right now, I set like 4 spy point cameras up overlooking some trails in this lower field and things like that. So what I'm gonna do right now in this little 1/8 of an acre little opening in the woods here I'm just gonna set a spy point over here, just dump a bag of corn out, and then just to focus them down on that little area, just to see, you know, we'll check it next weekend. And all right, we got the corn out, and then we have a camera right there, spy point solar, kind of angled down, looking at this. We'll check that next weekend and see what's on there. Just give us an idea of what's on the property. Just wanted to show you this new piece of property that we just got. It's 150 acres. There's probably 800 total that the landowner actually owns. So we're looking at getting the rest of that, but right now we just wanted to stick with this 150. I don't know, we'll see how it goes, and then later on we may get the rest. But tons of food plots coming up this spring and summer. You know, we're going to be doing tons of videos on that, the food plots, the liming, the fertilizing, you know, spraying antler grow, some land management stuff, bunch of food plots to do. So hopefully, you know, this helps you guys on that, you know, process with, you know, creating food plots and all that stuff, because a lot of people are getting into it every year. You know, as each year goes on, more and more people are getting into it. And you know, the channel, I've put out tons of videos on food plots, so hopefully those helped you. But this spring and summer, directly on this place, it's going to be a ton more food plots. Plus we got some other properties that we're working on with food plots. So hopefully you guys enjoy. I'm gonna wrap this video up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, give the video a thumbs up. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the property or what you saw of it, and I'll see you guys next time.